It's Saturday! I hope you guys are all having a great Saturday, and join me today because we're going to shift into the story behind Get Up Summer and how it all came to pass, and I'm going to give you guys more details about the Rise and Reign Challenge, so let's go. So every summer since 2021, the ministry has put on a Get Up Summer, and so like the theme behind Get Up Summer and like how it all came to pass is actually found in John, and it's about the man at the pool of Bethesda. So I'm just going to read you guys the chapter of John 5, and you can follow along if you want, or you can just listen, and then we'll go to the Worthy Cafe and we'll chat more about it. But it says, John 5, afterwards, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holidays. Inside the city, near the sheep gate, was the pool of Bethesda, with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches. One of the men lying there had been sick for 38 years. When Jesus saw him and knew he had been ill for so long, he asked him, "Would you like to get well?" "I can't, sir," the sick man said, "for I have no one to put me in the pool. When the waters bubble up, someone else always gets in there ahead of me." Jesus told him, "Stand up, pick up your mat, and walk." Instantly, the man was healed. He rolled up his sleeping mat and began walking. But this miracle happened on the Sabbath. All right, welcome to the Worthy Cafe. See, I got my Worthy Cafe mug. But welcome to the Worthy Cafe. Now let's actually chat about Get Up Summer and how this all came together in 2020, really, because that's when the ministry started, December of 2020. But this is my favorite passage of the Bible, and I can relate to this man so much. So I was this summer, and I was just you know what, I'm tired of being discouraged. I'm tired of sitting and lying in my mess, and I just want to do something. And I was you know what, I just want ministry, and so let's just have a Get Up Summer. Maybe some other it was just women at the time, so maybe some other women would want to join me, and we could just do this together. And I remember that summer. It was a great summer, and the theme has changed every summer since then. I think that one was walking in your purpose, and it was just such a big everybody was just I love this. It was so good. And then I had a guide for the Get Up Summer. I don't remember how long it was. I need to pull up the old guides and put them out on the website. That might be fun. But I had a guide for that, and then it was just oh, let's just keep going. So then we kept going, and it was just another piece of your purpose, and it was another piece. So I think it ended up being a 3-part series, and it was really cool. And then the next year, I don't remember what we did, but I know there was one get up and get your hope back, and then last year's was all about waiting and just that whole process. And this year, we are going to be rising and reigning. We're going to be chasing after God's heart. And I think this one is actually the longest Get Up Summer that we're going to have. So this one is 40 days, and it starts on Friday, June 20th. And the reason for that is, first of all, that is the first day officially of summer. And then also, it's a Friday. And everybody's so used to starting everything on a Monday, but this is something that I do. And it also says in here, Jesus healed the man on the Sabbath. You weren't supposed to do that, right? So why do you think that Jesus can't heal you? Or why do you think that you can't start something new on a Friday? Why not on a random Friday? We'll call it our Fearless Faith-Filled Fire Friday. We're going to start on Friday, and we're going to watch Jesus do amazing things through us. And I'll get back and I'll get to the pillars and everything of it in just a little bit. But I don't know, I just hope that you guys join me for it. It's going to be awesome this year, and I promise you. And basically everything, the theme and everything behind it is just I don't know about you, but I get so sick and tired of being discouraged, and you set those goals in January, and you're just on such a high, and then like you kind of like trickle down by like February, you forget about it, and then you kind of like get in this little slump, and then you're like, oh, spring's coming, so you get like a little bit more excited. But then it gets really busy because then Easter comes, and like it's just busy. And then, you know, like you have May, and that's like graduations, like the end of a school year, like there's a lot of stuff in there. And then you just kind of forget about like your goals or things that God's called you to do, and maybe your Bible reading plan. Like that just gets thrown out the window. And then summer, it's just kind of like, you know what, you just, I don't know, I get to that point, I'm just like, I'm tired of being like sick and tired. I'm just like ready to just like get up, like Jesus said, and just walk in exactly what he's called me to do. So that's kind of like the whole behind the scenes of the Get Up Summer. And now let's go into Rise and Reign 2025. We're invited to Rise and Reign 2025. And this summer, we are not going to look at our situations and our circumstances. We are going to chase after God's heart, and we are going to do the things that he has called us to do. Like, it is time right now, it is time to rise, and it is time to reign. Like, it's time to leave those excuses behind, just like the man in John 5. Like, we're not doing that anymore. Jesus said to get up and walk. So we're gonna get up, we're gonna walk in that kingdom confidence, that fearless faith-filled fire, and we're doing this thing. So there are 5 pillars of Rise and Reign. First off, it starts on Friday, June 20th. And the first pillar of Rise and Reign is we are going to read our Bible every single day for 40 days straight. I have a Bible reading plan. It's already made out for you, and it's at shiftworthyministries.com, so you can just grab that. It's on the Get Up tab in the website. And basically, we're going to read 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, and 1 Kings chapters 1 and chapters 2. And then every single Monday, there is a psalm to read. And then that's going to go along with the Worthy Wake Up Call that you guys see every single Monday here on YouTube. So the reason why we're going to be reading 1 Samuel and 2 Samuel, and then 1 Kings 1 and 2 is because we're going to learn about David. We're going to learn about a man that is imperfect and he has flaws, but yet God still uses him, and he has that heart. I mean, he is called the man after God's heart. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be running like straight to God. And also, like, David was king for 40 years. So we're doing this challenge for 40 days, not 40 years, but if you want a real challenge, like if you want to do 40 years, go for it. But now let's get into pillar number 2. Pillar number 2 is we are going to pray every single day for 7 days straight. We are going to build on our relationship with Jesus. We're going to be in communication with him every single day, because y'all, we can't do this challenge by ourselves. Like, we can't do life by ourselves. Like, we need Jesus. So that is pillar number 2. So pillar number 3 is we are going to take care of our temples. And so we are going to eat healthy, and we are going to work out. And we're going to do this 6 days a week, but I recommend eating healthy 7 days a week. But on the 7th day, if you want to have a cheat meal, like, go ahead. And like, some people are going to stop right here and be like, I can't do this. I never worked out in my life. Like, I don't have a healthy like plan or something. It's not about perfection. So just throw that away. If you need to, you can just walk. Just do something to move your body. You can just do jumping jacks for 5 minutes. Like, whatever you need to do, like, just take those small steps towards, you know, being healthier. Because the reason why we want to be healthy and we want to have a good temple is so, you know, God can use us for that kingdom assignment, that kingdom purpose that he has for us. Because, I mean, just think about it. Like, say that like you're eating like a bunch of sugar, like you're going to McDonald's like every single day, and God's like, hey Sally, like, I want you to like travel to Africa and like go like, you know, preach to these people or something. Like, that's really where I want you to go. But, you know, you're just like, I can't, because I don't feel good. I'm sluggish. Like, I can't move the way I'm supposed to. So that's going to stop you from your kingdom assignment. So we have to take care of our bodies while we're here. So, and we're going to start out small, And I also want to say, like, I have been consistent. I'm not certified in any way at all, but I've been consistent on my health and fitness journey since 2018. And if you need help with something, reach out to me. I can help you. I can show you what kind of workouts I'm doing. I can show you what kind of meal plans that I'm doing. So if you need help with that, I can help you. Please reach out. Oh, wait. There is a bonus, and it's not running, but it is walking. So the bonus is I want you to walk 40 miles in this 40-day span. So maybe you could walk a mile a day, or maybe you could, do 2 miles this day, 2 miles that day, like whatever it is, just calculate it to 40 miles in 40 days. Like, that just sounds like something cool to do. So that's a bonus if you want to do that. Okay, I didn't want to spill it. That was a cool transition though, right? No? All right, so now we're on pillar number 4, and that is to work on your kingdom assignment. Like, what is that thing that God has called you to do? Like, it could be something really small. Like, it could be like decluttering like a piece of your house that you need to declutter. Like, it can be something small like that. It doesn't have to be build a business or build a ministry. But if God's called you to that, like, start now. Like, start with those little steps. And if you don't know what God's called you to do, then you're going to sit down with God in that time, and you're going to just, practice hearing his voice and just write down like what you think that he's telling you to do. And, then eventually you'll be like, okay, like, I think I'm supposed to call this, or like, I'm supposed to do this. So then you're going to step out on faith, and you're just gonna do the thing that you feel like he's called you to do. So we are going to do that 6 days a week, and you guys can do it in your own time. You can do it for 5 minutes a day. You can do it 15 minutes a day. You can do an hour a day. Like, whatever time you have, you do it. So that is number, what was that? Yeah. Okay, but number 5 is we're going to take a Sabbath. Like, we are going to rest, because that is what Jesus has called us to do. And if you're like me, you might have trouble with this, because I am such like a doer, and I feel like I can't stop sometimes. Like, I don't know, I'm like the Energizer Bunny. Like, I just have to keep going and going and going, but eventually your battery's gonna run out and you need to rest. So you guys, rest. Pick a rest day. It can be Sunday, it can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like whatever day works out in your schedule. Take the Sabbath day, and on that day, spend time with Jesus. You're still gonna be reading your Bible, because you're reading your Bible 7 days a week. So maybe you read that chapter of what we're going to be reading, and then you like venture off somewhere else in the Bible, or you go on a prayer walk, to get your miles in for your 40-day 1 mile, that challenge. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, take a Sabbath. All right, I hope you guys join me for Rise and Reign 2025, because this one is going to be a great one. And also, it kind of sounds like a little bit like the 75 hard challenge, but you know what? This is not hard, and it's not like if you miss a day or something, like you're gonna have to start all the way over back to day 1. We're not doing that. But I want to share with you guys also like what's gonna be happening on the YouTube channel, like throughout that, and also a couple of other fun things. So first off, let's talk about YouTube. So you can find all this stuff at shiftworthyministries.com in the Get Up tab if, you just want to look back over it. But first off, on YouTube, we're going to have the Worthy Wake Up Call on Mondays, and I'm going to be going over whatever that psalm is over the day, and we're going to dive into that. And then Worthy Wednesday is going to be Worthy in the Word. So I'm going to share with you guys, like what I've been learning throughout, reading the chapters in 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings. Like, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my takes on it. So, and then maybe we'll do other fun stuff too. And then on Friday, we're going to have like a Fitness Friday. So since fitness is part of our 40-day challenge, I'm just going to be giving you guys some motivation or some tips, some tricks to kickstart your fitness journey, or just whatever. And then on Saturdays, we're going to just do like, I'm going to show you guys like my shift, my like how I'm shifting, like what's happening, my highs, my lows, kind of do like maybe a vlog style. And we'll also do like a little bit extra, like other things, you know, as the challenge progresses. So I hope you join me here on YouTube for that. And there's also going to be some sort of accountability if you guys need accountability, because you're not in this alone. So I don't have that quite set up yet, but it'll be on the website when it's all put together. So, because we can't do this alone. Like, we need like Christian friends, we need Jesus, like we just need that accountability. So I'll let you guys know more about that when things get closer to that. But I hope you join me Friday, June 20th, and don't forget to check out the website for your Bible reading plan and extra information. Bye!